Get this show on the road, shall we? Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's that morning motivation time. I'm the host with the mostest, Marky Saint. And then this morning I'm going in heavy. Let's just get it going. Oh, so I'm the asshole, right? I'm the asshole. Okay, let's go through it. So last night I almost had to find an Airbnb at midnight because my buddy got fired from his job because the bartender was hitting on me. That's right. I got messages to prove it. I showed everybody what happened. And then all of a sudden, this bitch is over here telling her boss to get him fired as if it's going to stop me from hitting on her or stop her from messaging me. I couldn't fucking believe it. My poor buddy was in disarray, and I'm sitting here going like, oh, I'm the asshole. Okay, let me get this straight. I come to this country, Turkey. I come to this country, Germany. I knew I didn't want to come to these places because everybody was acting like an asshole. Every time I come call my friend on the phone, haven't seen him in 13 years, he's not smiling. First day I get to Germany, he's right in my face and he says, I don't like you. Then the next morning he goes, I don't like your perspective. But for the rest of the 10 days, he's been a complete jerk to me. The other night, we're out and about. I'm just walking. I'm headed to my buddy to get him his keys, and I see him in the streets. He's fucking drunk. He's talking on the phone with his girlfriend. He's putting his head on my shoulder. I'm drinking water, and this dude's walking around, sharking for cigarettes, walking back and forth. Won't admit it. I say it to his girlfriend. His girlfriend's on the phone. She's fat. She's ugly. She's being her regular contrarian self and can't wait to say the opposite. Whatever's going on, I told her you're not missing anything. Eskishir's a boring city. We're just sitting around smoking cigarettes and fucking drinking beers in the park. And she's all, no, that's not true. That's not true. The Brits were twats too. Hold up, I'm not done. I'm just getting started. The people that watch that Brit thing, I have a lot of people that rewatched it and they're like, I can't fucking believe they did that. I told my cousin last night, he said, I'm so jealous of your beard. I said, don't be jealous. You see these little locks? He has the same genetics as me, but he can't get a full beard. So he says, I'm sideways jealous about it, right? And he goes, I'm sideways jealous about your beard. And I go, yeah, man, let's check it out. It's genetics, but I'm also getting busted in London at York bus station or train station because I can't leave my bags. He's like, you can't be a terrorist, dude. They didn't have sausages. I started laughing so fucking hard. He kept it so fucking real quick. He's like, terrorists don't eat pork, bro. Terrorists don't eat pork. They didn't have any sausages, and they said it twice. You can't be a terrorist. You can't be the guy that bombs the fucking cafe because you ordered breakfast minus the sausages. Okay, so anyway, we went into it, and last night, my buddy's in disarray, bro. He's like, we got rent to pay. Mahir was right about you. You only care about yourself. And I was like, hold up. I am traveling by myself. I do care about myself, but I also care about you. I cared about you when I bought all the weed. I cared about my friends when I bought all their drinks, even though I don't drink. I bought food. I always participate. I do dishes. I don't fucking take advantage of nobody. I've been in multiple places, and this is what I do. And my friends called up and I was in disarray and I was calling them up and they're like, I already know you, Saint. You don't have to explain it to me. I've seen you in action. I'm like, thank you. I always put in effort. My mom's like grateful. She's like, at least you're being respectful, going to people's houses and not just using their houses, but actually participating and giving back to something. So guess who's about to pay my homeboy's rent today? That's right. Everybody was talking shit. Mark's only selfish. He only cares about himself. They're talking behind my back, Turkish style. And I'm like, wait, what? You mean the asshole in Berlin who didn't fucking do shit with me and I told him off? This motherfucker comes out arguing with me. I'm trying to get the taxi to bring the keys to my friend, and he lets the taxi go. And then he goes, oh, Marky, I'm so sorry. I forgot. We're trying to go get the girl at the bar. And I said, yeah, bro, I have a plan, man, way before I met your drunk ass. He starts screaming at me, Marky, Marky, and from the fucking taxi 4 different times, and I just walked away from him. He's like, he needs the cash. I only have 15 lira. I don't know if you can see this. This is what a lira looks like. I only had one five. He needed 50, but he didn't understand me that I was just dropping off the keys. He's so fucking drunk. He starts calling me up. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. And I hung up on him. I'm like, stay drunk, bro. Stay drunk, bro. He's like, you're antisocial. You only care about yourself type shit, right? And you got that. So my homie comes home from work that night. He had a couple beers. He's relaxed. He sat with his girl in the park. And I go, you know what, bro? I'm gonna pay your rent. That's right, 1,300 lira, which is about 50 US dollars, which is what I'm about to pay to go get that Airbnb at midnight, middle of midnight. I'm like, let me give you the money. Let me fix the topic. Let me alleviate your brain for the next 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's my last weekend here in Turkey. Let's go enjoy ourselves. And I'm going to go buy weed again. And we're going to go hang out with these chicks. And that's what we're going to fucking do. We're going to get our mind right. But I'm the asshole, right? So I wake up this morning and I get on my Instagram and this other girl jumps in, she, her, pronoun type chick of Saint. You could have just deleted the comment and apologized. And I said, I'm not apologizing for the truth. This chick literally has faceless porn all over her. I went and tagged the girl in every part of photo where the girl was wearing a latex mask with her fucking legs all the way out, showing everything, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's faceless porn. That's faceless porn. You can't expect people to respect you or choose the pronouns that you wanted to use. It was so funny. I was on the phone with my buddy last night. He was like, call me Saint. He was in Vegas for Champs Convention. I'm like, I'm in Turkey. He's like, well, live your life, brother. He's like, I'm moving back to Vegas. I said, what happened? He's like, I can't do Portland anymore. It's too weird. And I said, isn't Portland supposed to be weird? And he goes, nah, not like this, bro. I got promoted to manager of the arena, but all these she-hers want me to stop my project to address them personally. This ain't personal, bro. This is work. Nobody cares who you're fucking at home, bro, but nobody's going to stop their pronouns or switch the way that they talk so they can talk specifically to you. And that's what was starting to happen. This she-her girl goes, you're being rude. And I'm like, there's a delete button. There's a block button, but now you're in here trying to defend some chick that's got multiple pictures of her in full latex form, opening her legs, showing her feet, doing all the pornography that she wants on Instagram, and I called a spade a spade. I'm not going to start calling you she, her. You're still just a girl, bro. And then you're gonna go over here. I went to the guy in the fucking Turkey, big old long ass hair, and he goes, I'm like, and I was like, that's what's up, dude. He's like, I'm not a boy, and I'm like, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're in disillusion, but you want other people to live in the disillusion. How about my ex who actually killed my baby, and she wants me to pretend like that didn't happen? She wants me to just be absolved of everything. And then in her ultimate gaslighting, she goes, you didn't just lose one baby, you lost three. Well, like I was talking with my cousin last night, those aren't my babies. You're manipulating me. That's not my genetics. You made and laid in bed with your ex, with your husband, made two children. You did the duty for him, but you did not finish through with me. That's my baby that you killed. My baby's disembodied, pulled party parts away on a fucking tray somewhere in fucking San Francisco because you live in that world. I'm pissed you didn't come to Brazil because they don't let you do that world. They don't let you have the option of my body, my choice. Your body made a choice to have sex. And they're like, well, what if every time you had sex you could get pregnant? And I'm like, that's how it works. Your biology. You can't stop biology. Does it suck that you get a period? Yes, it does. But guess what? Oh, I'm the asshole because you're biologically inclined to fucking for the last 400,000 years of evolution that you're designed to have children, that we're designed to give life, that's what flowers do and trees do and bees do. But you don't want to know about the flowers and the bees. Oh, I'm the asshole. Okay, let me get this straight. So your girl's texting me, but you get fired. How does that stop anything? Guess what? Your fucking restaurant's too expensive. It sucks and there's no customers and you're gonna go out of business. How about the friend that I was supposed to come visit in Berlin but didn't spend any fucking time with me, start screaming for me at me again like he did it at Berlin, and I told him, don't do that shit, I'll smack you. And this is the guy I've known for 13 years. Oh, Marky's my friend. People ask me, what are you doing here? I'm visiting my friends, Finland. What are you doing? Why are you in Finland? I'm visiting my friends. Why am I in Turkey? I'm visiting my friends. But if you're not my friend, it's time for me to leave. And that's what it is. It's like I'm apparently the ambassador of truth because all of a sudden I keep it real. At Saint's Addiction, I had an addiction to cocaine. I don't know how else to explain it. I had to travel to get away from cocaine. All my friends were doing cocaine. Everybody I knew, it was Vegas living. I couldn't get away from it. And that's why I keep it so true. I had to be true to myself. And that's what we all need to be doing. Get real with ourselves. We can't just be like, oh my God, you just tagged faceless porn on her Instagram. You should apologize. And I'm like, listen here, they, them, shim, her, Here, and here is some faceless porn. Here is your friend with her fucking legs wide open. I can see her JJ, and she's wearing a fucking latex mask on Instagram. But you want to live in delusion and pretend like that's not what's going on. You want to pretend like firing my buddy is going to get people to stop hitting on the bartender. You're going to pretend that you hung out with me in Berlin, but you didn't do shit with me the whole fucking time. What kind of friends do I really have? I had to establish that in my mind and go, is it just me? Is it just me, or did my ex just not just kill my baby? Did she not just fucking rip my fucking heart out of my soul? And now that I'm getting fit again and I'm down to fucking 95 fucking kilos, all of a sudden she wants to holler at me. All of a sudden she thinks the whole show is about her when it's my grief. This is my show. I had the show way before I even fucking met her. And then all of a sudden she wants to, like, he's a YouTuber. Like, she kept kind of classifying me. I'm like, I didn't think I was a YouTuber. I'm not an influencer. I get like 4 people that watch my show a day. But apparently you want to call me names. And that's what started to happen. She wanted to call me fuckboy. She said that I had STDs. None of those things are true. I hadn't had sex in a year and a half, and I chose her. But apparently I don't get any credit for being, what's the word, celibate. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting here going like, wait a minute, dude, that's not the truth. I'm not some fuckboy. I'm a guy that fucking worked really hard to get in front of girls. And then you're going to be pretending like it's so easy to be charming. It's so easy to make money. It's so easy to be a man. No, it's not fucking easy. It's not fucking easy when your friends are trying to kick you out at midnight and they're not looking you in the eye and you're outside of their job and you feel horrible about what's going on. I felt fucking so bad that I got my buddy fired, bro. I was like, oh my God, dude, he's really my friend, you know? And how much of a friend do I got? I got this guy asking me for a loan and saying, you need to contribute, as if I haven't already contribute. And did you move me in here so that I could give you money? Did you move me in here so I could pay your rent? Since I got you fired, I will pay your rent. But that's not my fucking job. My job's not to pay anybody's rent. My job is to go with friends. That's why I came on this journey, so I could get healing because I lost a baby. It had nothing to do with anyone else, everyone else. But no, you can stay. Finland, you can stay. I had multiple places I could stay. England, I went to multiple places I could stay. I kept bumping into people that were selfish, I haven't heard from again, got divorced, actually were committing domestic violence, actually were fucking crazy like the guy in Ireland. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? I didn't kill your parents, bro, but you're running around your house like a hoarder. Everything's all out of place, looking crazy and shit. You know what? When a place is just disheveled and shit and there's like little junk everywhere. This dude had little junk everywhere on the sills, all along the edges here. You know what I mean? He was just so fucking out of place. And then I'm sitting here going like, well, who are my real friends? What is the real truth here? Because I got people that want to live in a lie, and that is not what Saints Addiction is about. It was about the ultimate truth that no one is perfect. All our shit stinks. We all fuck up, and that's facts of life. So I was sitting here going like, the facts of life is this. This is my life that I've been living. That sometimes I live in fucking half. There's the internet. Here's my bags on the ground. Half-star places that I live. Sometimes I've lived in Cambodia where there was fucking smear marks on the wall. Sometimes I've been in Four Seasons, bro. I've done it extreme, and that's what I'm talking about, is extreme dichotomy. But most people, they don't want to live in the world. They don't want to admit that that was a baby. They want to go, no, it's a clump of cells. No, it's 26 weeks along, bro, maybe 24, but it's still got a heartbeat. You know, it's breathing off of her. It's her life too. That's her child. But instead, we want to live in delusion. We want to go all the way to the extremes, the 1% of rapes. She shouldn't have to have the baby. She's a rapist. And I'm like, they go so extreme. They can't use regular middle class MILF mom who already had 2 kids, who I don't know if she had a college education or not, but lives in Western society only because she lives on the west coast of our country, can have easy access to killing babies, and everybody's like, yeah, well, that's her choice. And I'm like, it was her choice to have sex with me. Yeah, and it was her choice to walk away from me. And it's also her choice not to communicate with me. So women make all sorts of choices. Like my buddy said, he's got his neighbor. The chick's fucking the fucking neighbor. Now she's got a kid with him. Now he's got to rent out his house. He can't even live in his house because home bitch is fucking taking all the money, 800 euros every month to her because she made a decision. Same like homegirl. She's cheating on my homie. She already cheated on her ex-husband to be with him. 16 years being with him. She's kicking him out of his own house, and now he's fucking homeless. This is what just happened. Those people I stayed with England less than 3 months ago are now divorced, and she's wearing some other dude's ring, cheating on him. I'm just like, oh my fucking God, bro. The tangle webs we weave when we try to deceive. Thank you, William Shakespeare. That is so true. We try to web a weave and weave a web and make delusions out of ourselves. And I was like, the only way I was going to get right in my life if I actually quit the fucking sugar. You know, the only way I was going to get right in my mind is if I had to accept my failures, accept that I had a temper, accept that I had a woman that engaged my temper, and then find somebody that doesn't do that, dude. It's so fucking simple. She's like, want to go backwards. I can't go backwards anymore. I can't go backwards to Finland. I have to move forward on to Spain. I'm going to have to make it all the way to fucking Thailand so I can make it to New Zealand for visiting Matt because he's my friend. I'm visiting my friends. That's it. You got to get honest with yourself. Everybody might be on a journey. Some people are like on a spiritual journey. Maybe you're avoiding your heartache. You know, you got to get deeper in your shit. You got to get into your psychology. I actually have a psych degree, bro. I wanted to learn about humans. At first, I wanted to be my dad's boss. I'm just keeping it real with you. I went for an engineering degree. I don't have the math skills. So I was like, this is way too much math. I got my first F in pre-calculus, bro. I'm like, fuck this shit, bro. I can't even manage the math. So being my dad's boss was a fool's errand, a red herring. It was a lie. And that's something that I don't do. I'm the asshole because I don't lie. Well, let me tell the truth about you. You're a middle-aged woman that's married and you were hitting on me and messaging me and now you got my friend fired. Fuck you, bitch. You got karma coming to you. And yeah, and then you had this beautiful baby. I showed all the way up from Brazil. It would have been the most beautiful baby, beautiful timing. We had beautiful love, and you threw it away. You have a temper too. You wanted to keep calling me out on my temper, but you're the one that doesn't have custody of your own children because you told your ex you would fucking kill him if he came into the house. And I'm just looking at them, you fucking killed my baby. You're a murderer. And then you're trying to call me and go like, get over me. You don't have the choice to tell me how I grieve. And I don't tell other people how to grieve. I hate that shit when someone goes, oh, you should do this, you should do that, da 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 da. Like he's interrupting my show right now. It's like, fuck that, dude. I don't have no friends. I tried calling this guy that just tried to call me last night about 11:30 midnight. Guess who didn't answer? Now all of a sudden they're like, are you okay? It's fucking already 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now you're asking me if I'm okay. That was 12 hours ago, bro. 14 hours ago. You don't fucking care. You don't fucking care, dude. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. If you really fucking cared, you do something about it. And that's the big thing with Saints Addiction is I had to do something about it. I had to get off my cocaine and get on these t-shirts, bro. Here's my designs right here. I had to fucking stay on it every fucking morning, talking to my designers in Fiverr and paying every month $30 a month so I had my Adobe Photoshop and going to events when I was scared and driving there when I didn't have registration and didn't have gas money. But you want to have my business. It's like, no, you don't want to be me, bro. You want to be me? You got to be homeless multiple times. You got to go to South Korean prison. Actually, you got to go to 3 different prisons. Once in America, once in Mexico, and once in South Korea. And I still keep getting arrested. So it's not fun being me when I'm sitting there with fucking MS-13 fucking gangster cartel members because I had late registration 5 years ago. You can't be fucking serious, dude. And that's the world that I live in. I live in a world where my beard gets me extra attention from the police. They actually called the police on me in York, England. And then the police were actually harassing me in my business in Las Vegas. And the guy that I was renting the place from actually stole my equipment and then made me pay for my stuff so I could get my own aunt's ashes back, my great grandfather's watch, all my belongings, my computers. I've taken so many fucking L's, bro. I can't even, it makes me cry. Like losing my baby was the worst, but it's just like, you know, you think being homeless, graduating college homeless would be cool. You think would be enough. You think that going to South Korean prison would be enough. You think that going to Ensenada prison would be enough. You think that losing 2 babies would be enough. But no, the L's keep coming. And the only thing that I can do is keep doing my show, keep doing my workouts, stay on my fucking diet, keep my mental health, and fucking keep moving forward and hanging out with my friends and getting healing. That's all I got. There is no multi-millions of dollars. I don't have a fucking podcast like I watch people and they got editors and they can fucking flip it around and make it perfect. I don't get on All Access Vegas. I don't get invited on the shows. I'm not on Fresh and Fit. I don't get a blue check mark next to my name. No, I get 4 people, maybe 5 people that on average watch my show every day or once in a while stumble upon it. And then when I fucking get arrested or get harassed by the police. Then all of a sudden I get 500,000 views. All of a sudden, my worst day, owning a business, working 12 hours days, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. for 10 months straight, and the day before my birthday, they come and harass me and thought that they were, because I'm born on April 21st, and I actually had my paperwork to have the party. They're in there at 4:20, harassing me and the girl, talking about where's everybody at. There was two of us versus 8 different police officers in my little fucking shop. You can go watch it. Las Vegas police officers harassing business owner, and it's got 500,000 views, and they're all fucking watching my worst day, bro, the day before my birthday. Or how about the day before I turned 40 and Facebook killed my accounts and I lost 72 like pages. I've been working my ass off forever to have beards on shirts have a page, cats on shirts have a page. They killed cats on shirts. They killed Saintsgiving, bro. I mean, literally feeding the homeless. Boom, gone. It's all gone, bro. And I'm sitting here going like, yeah, sure, you want to be me till you're sitting in your fucking underwear in a half-star fucking place and people are being, I got a towel down here, being rude to you. I don't think that you would. I don't think you would be a man enough or woman enough, balls enough and ovaries to say what's real in your life. It's like, am I really fucking eating myself to death? Yes, you are. The calories just don't come from nowhere. I was watching one of the shows and it was a big obese woman and the girl's like, what do you eat? And they're like, I can't believe you're asking me this question. Your perspective is just so whack. It's like, no, bitch, where do the calories come from? Well, I'm more vegan than anything. It's like, that's bullshit, dude. If you fucking just ate salads, bro, you would melt it away. But something in your head is lying to you. You're lying to yourself. Just like the day I fucking had cocaine in my pocket with my mom. I was sitting there, literally, my mom's busted me twice. Once for being anorexic. I was bulimic. I went to go eat some pizza and I went to go throw it up. My mom called me out on it. We went to a big old festival. I'll never forget it. It was Sunset. Maybe it happened twice now because we went to Sunset Buffet. I went to go tip and the dollar bill came out all rolled up because I was snorting it. And my mom grabbed it, undid it, and there was white powder on it. And she put it on her tongue. She said, my tongue is numb. I'll never fucking forget it, bro. I almost melted, bro. Like, I haven't embarrassed my mom enough. Being bulimic, being abusive, doing cocaine, getting busted in front of her, calling her about South Korean prison, and she just hung up the phone and melted. Or having to call her and tell her from San Francisco that her next grandchild that she was super excited to have floating on cloud 9 is now dead. She said, baby, you ain't right in the head. And she was right. When you're not right in the head, you don't see things the way that dead is dead and the way that things really happen. You end up being disillusioned. And that's what I wanted to peel back from Saints Addiction. It's like, I had to be real about my addictions. I had to be real about the things that I was chasing. I was chasing sugar to give me a high. Last night, I was feeling so bad that my buddy got fired. I said, go buy some cigarettes, bro. He didn't have enough money for cigarettes. Here's some cigarettes. Get us some food. He's like, they're not enough for food. Then get us some ice cream. Ate the ice cream, my stomach was rumbling and tumbling all the way to 5-6 o'clock this morning, bro. I had such insomnia, feeling so bad about my buddy and why I'm in Turkey and how do I get out of this situation. I can't wait to leave this country. Everybody's super subversive. They'll smile on your face and lie in your back. You know, it's one of those things that's just true. It happens in China all the time. It happens in the Philippines all the time. There's cultures that they, as long as they can get one over on you, they will. And then there's other places like Aito, when it's real, in Finland, where they don't do that at all. Or how about the girl that gave me the photo and then went on each photo and say, delete this, I didn't give you permission to fucking post it. And I'm like, it's not about you, bitch. It's about my friend with the I Love My Life shirt on in the background. But you think it's all about you. And by the way, when you go call the cops, she's like, you got an hour to delete this. It's like... Go send the Finland police to Turkey because of one post that you gave me. That's the fucking truth. You gave me the photo. I didn't take a screenshot. I didn't beg, borrow, and steal. And it wasn't in Messenger. None of that shit. You gave it to me, and you're wearing my fucking shirt. It's about my shirt. It's not about you. But here we go. Each different page went out of her way to blow it all up, and I had to delete it. Then she went back and started posting it again, and I'm like, now you're getting blocked. And she goes, you're being immature. And I'm like, there it is, dude. You're being immature. This is how projection works. You're being immature. You could have DM'd me. And you could have said, hey, Marky, let's have a conversation about this. Instead of having a conversation, you went on a tirade. Same like the Instagram girl. Instead of just deleting the comment, she could have blocked me. She could have deleted me. Instead, she was like, stop posting links on my page. It's fucking rude. No fucking rude's calling you like super slut and you're just a nasty whore and all you're doing is trying to get respect on the internet from doing pornography. It ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna be respected. And that's what I was just watching last night. They were talking about earners on OnlyFans, and one of my friends, shout out to what's her name? Little Deb or whatever. She's a midget. She does midget porn. I actually know this girl from Las Vegas, and I was like, oh my god, I know somebody on the page. You know, she was. They were lining them up, and they were guessing who makes the most money on OnlyFans. Of course, it was this super slutty girl, but she's like, I can get in the room with millionaires, but because I do pornography, I won't get respect. And that's exactly right. People don't respect the easy. They don't respect the lazy. It ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna get followers by not working and doing something of note. And if you can do something of note, that means you elevated yourself. That means you climbed the mountain. You went past your mental problems. You went past your physical problems. You went past your financial problems to do something with your life. That is not why I travel. I didn't start this show. I did not. The reason this show started is I made a statement when they gave me taxi money, because I didn't even have any money getting kicked out of South Korean prison, told me to seek their get law and get the fuck out of here. And they actually told me not to come back to the prison too, because I kept visiting I know Yakuza. I know Yakuza very well. I got Yakuza friends because of prison. But I was going back to pay respect, give them some English books, give them some porn mags, you know, let them know I'm still around. And then actually the captain ended up hanging out with me, him and his wife. Anyway, long story short is I got stories to tell, but it's only because I lived. You know what I mean? And that's what people aren't doing. They're living up their lie instead of actually living their life. And they wanted to call me an asshole. You're an asshole. I'm like, no, you're a fucking drunk asshole, bro. Stay drunk, bro. Keep drinking. You told me 3 different times that you had a drinking problem. I'm like, I'm thinking so. I haven't seen you sober once. I've been hanging out with you for almost 2 weeks, 10 days in Berlin, and now a week here, almost like a month, like a third of a month, and you've been drunk every fucking time. It's hard for you to cognate any fucking thing because you're so pickled in your fucking head. You're so living in your own world that you won't admit it. The last thing she was like, why didn't you say to the world how much you loved the baby mama and how she was special to you? You were special to me, and then you threw that away. That's what's so weird about it. You don't want to admit that you blew it. You blew it. You had a guy show up to love you, make love to you, almost have another family, and now you're talking about you want a family. You literally just divorced your family, lost custody of your children, and then killed my child, but you don't want to admit that. You don't want to be like, man, I blew the bag. I dropped the ball. I'm over here on the fucking show for the last 2 years screaming how I dropped the ball, how I had lost my temper, how I got to fix myself. And that's exactly what I did. I've been fixing myself. And this whole time with Saints Addiction is fixing myself, chipping away a little bit, you know? Yeah, you know, here's some tits on shirts. Here's some Vegas Vice designs. Just little chip-aways, you know? Just a little chip away. There's one design. Digging myself out of that hole. Here's another design. I saw so many tits and ass on the Instagram. I started doing tits on shirts, butts on shirts. Then porn was so prevalent, such a fast grower, I started doing faceless porn. Here's a Las Vegas design. Each design I got and came up with, I was digging myself out of my depression. I was digging myself out of my financial situation. I was just one step further. Everybody wants to be 6 foot under, right? But they don't want to dig a little shelf, a little staircase. They don't want to do any work. They're just miserable. I'm in my deathbed. And I'm like, dude, I've been there, bro. I literally try to sleep it away. My friend said it the other day. I just want to sleep. And I said, that's depression. I literally tried to sleep it away before I ever traveled. And I got the Trinity, the holy five happened. I lost my job because I was selling ecstasy pill. I went to jail. They towed my car. Then they repossessed my car. Then I got evicted. I mean, I got the whole thing. And my ex left me. I remember it was like the worst week of my life. I was in my early 20s, and I was like, this is just melting. And I was trying to sleep it away. I was crying in a fucking closet and listening to sad music. And she left me. And then it's just like I'm looking at the popcorn on the ceiling, and I just started. I don't care if this whole house burns down. I'm not running out. I pulled a Tony Shea, the owner of Zappos. I'm not running out. And like, I better start living before I die. And that's when I decided to start traveling the world. And that was what 15 years ago, and it's the best decision I ever made in my life. And it's the reason I'm traveling now, because I did want to die. I started eating myself to death. I felt horrible. I still feel horrible sometimes, and that's just what it is. So I keep it real on my show. Come hell or high water, good or bad. A lot of people, they just want just the light. They want to pretend like they do 1,000 push-ups and then their makeup was put on right, and they're worried about their image. I'm like, dude, fuck all that shit. I woke up this way with my hair, and this is all flattened because I sleep on my beard. I sleep actually on a pillow, and that's what it is. My shit stinks, and it doesn't smell like roses sometimes. And sometimes I'm really, really blessed, and sometimes I'm really, really cursed. And that's the blessings and the cursings of Saints Addiction. It's blessed and cursed, dude. It's the mostly saints. It's halo and horns. It's this dichotomy that not all things are going to be equal. Some yin, some yang, a little bit of white on the other side, a little bit of black on the other side. I'm half black, I'm half white. People trying to guess my ethnicity. I was like, move on, bro. I'm human, just like you, on the same planet as you, breathing and drinking, breathing air and drinking water, and I need sunshine, just like you. So stop playing separation, stop calling names, stop trying to pretend like I'm the asshole, because guess what? I'm the one that's telling the truth. And that's what usually happens when you do. Peace and love. That's my morning motivation. Chigathon. If you got anything out of this, like, share, subscribe below. Tell me how you're an asshole, and then we can keep it real. Peace.